Hi, I'm Nancy, and I personally love anything sweet, but there's usually nothing in my pantry, no cookies, cake, or anything, just because my mom's kind of a health freak. So when there's nothing sweet to eat and you have all these raw ingredients, you can make something easy and delicious from scratch. All you gotta do is go online, find a recipe you'd like to do, and go for it. So with that, I present Nutella Cookies. Okay, let's get started. So first, pick up your hair if it's long.
I don't mind.
Then go ahead and wash your hands. Now preheat your oven to 325 and begin. So I'm using a recipe from www.mangotomato.com that I found a link to on Pinterest. So step 1, add half a cup of light brown sugar. Add half a cup of crystallized sugar. And 1 complete cup of Nutella. So with recipes like these, you don't have to be a master chef. You just have to know how to follow the directions on the page. So go ahead and mix and set aside. In a different bowl, we're going to add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So yeah, you can find recipes on pretty much any sweet treat online, whether from Pinterest, foodnetwork.com, or just any random Google search. Then add 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. I only added 1. And 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Go ahead and mix that and set aside. Onto your wet mixture, add 1 cup of butter. I'm using light butter. It's half the calories. Then go ahead and thoroughly mix. You want to make sure the butter is a little soft before you go ahead and add it onto there. You can use a mixer, but I prefer to do it all by hand. So go ahead and add your flour mixture little by little. If you add too much at a time, it'll kind of make a mess. So an important fact to remember is that sometimes the instructions will say to add the wet mixture into the dry or vice versa. It's important to follow these specific instructions, or the texture of your cookie or cake or cupcakes might come out just a little off. So a fun fact, these cookies are about 120 calories each. Okay, so if your mixture is just a little too mushy, you can add just a little bit more flour. So the dough can be just a little bit thicker. Now we're going to go ahead and add foil onto the cookie sheet. This is just so that the cookies won't stick and you have less mess to clean up. So when you're making your cookies, go ahead and make them into little balls and just flatten them onto the cookie sheet. Make sure you leave space between the dough because they will expand when you put them in the oven. Continue to do this until all the dough is used up. Okay, so once you place them in the oven, bake for about 5 minutes on the middle rack. Go ahead and take out and rotate cookie sheets about 180 degrees and bake for 5 more minutes, this time on the bottom rack. So after a total of 10 minutes in the oven, let them cool for a bit, about 5 to 10 minutes, then pick up. So thank you, and I hope this was helpful.
I love you so. Hey, that's what you said.